To me, the modding community would have to be some of the most dedicated people in the world. Like, the developers who are developing mods are developing to make games that are subsequently dead, or more or less that it's been out for so long that it's kind of, you know, all the content has been exhausted. And then these people come out of nowhere, and what do? They go ahead and they develop a mod for a game to make it alive, to make it reinvigorate what you have experienced in the past, to make it more fun. And to me, these are some of the most amazing people in the world, because they are subsequently doing this for free. And I love these people. But unfortunately, there are times where these people get shut down by the companies of the games that they are modding for. And we have probably the worst example of it coming out once again in Activision today, where there was these group of people, and their mod was called the H2 multiplayer mod. And what they were doing is that they were taking the Modern Warfare Remastered game that came out in 2017, and they were adding Modern Warfare 2 components into the game. They were basically making a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered for everyone to play for free. Like, all you had to do was buy, and you had to still buy the Modern Warfare Remastered from 2017, which still gave Activision money. And then you download this mod, and then you're able to play with everyone else who has this mod in Modern Warfare 2. How amazing is that? But no, unfortunately today, the people from H2 Multiplayer Mod have now received a cease and desist, as they put out this tweet just a few hours ago saying, "Today, our team members received a cease and desist order on behalf of Activision Publishing in relation to the H2M mod project. We are complying with this order, shutting down all operations immediately and permanently." And as you can just imagine, like, the backlash from the entire community is in uproar about this. I mean, look how many views. This tweet has 7.25 million views from the moment of me recording this video. And so many people are like putting out tweets and saying how bullcrap this is. One of the most like ones that have gotten the most attention is FaZe Clan themselves even put out a tweet saying right here, this is from FaZe Banks himself on the official FaZe Clan Twitter page, saying, "We are begging that you guys reconsider this decision at Activision. To be clear, we have zero involvement in this project outside of being massive fans. We're excited to produce an ill cams on the H2 mod. Their team made a requirement to purchase the original MW2 Remastered published by you guys." No, it wasn't the original MW2 Remastered. It was the original just MW Remastered. I just want to get that just correct that real quick. "An excellent asset to onboard users / players to your product. This is harmless fun and community building, something we feel Call of Duty desperately needs. Please do the right thing and let the kids play their game." From Banks. This is 100% right. And like, that's what one thing is baffling my brain about this, is that like, it's not like they're going out and exploiting the Call of Duty game in any way possible. You still have to purchase the Modern Warfare Remastered. You still have to give Activision money in order to pay this. Like, that's the one thing that, like, to me just goes to show how selfish and stupid Activision is altogether. Like, I don't get what part of their brain was like, this is going to hurt our company. If anything, something like this will make their company even better and will make people come back to these games and people love Activision, love Call of Duty, and keep playing their games, and it will give them more money in the future, because you have to buy. You still have to give Activision money. And one thing as well is that, like, this mod has been in development for a while. Like, I went back on their Twitter, like all the way down to the bottom of their Twitter to see like when was the first time that they tweeted out about this. And they tweeted out about this over a year ago. And by then they said that this was in like development, like they had been deep in development for a long time by the time that they already put this tweet out over a year ago. So now it's been another year. And obviously this is starting to ramp up to the point where it's like they're starting to get to the point where it's going to be released now. And now they're receiving the cease and desist. You can bet your ass that Activision has known about this for a long time. They've known about this for a while. I don't know what it is with Activision, like waiting until it's like something's far in development or like ready to be released that's got to do with their games, that if anything will actually help their games, and then they go ahead and just shut the whole entire project down altogether. And this isn't the first time that we've seen Activision do this as well. We actually saw this with another mod over a year ago. I don't know if you guys know this, but it was a mod called SM Squared. Now, I from what I can recall, don't quote me on this because it has been a long time, but I'm pretty sure that what this mod was doing was that it was bringing like all of your favorite Call of Duties into one game. So you would be able to play Modern Warfare, Black Ops, like all the guns from like your favorite Call of Duty games from like the Golden Age was in one game. All maps were in one game. That's what it was like. And it was amazing. And they were like so far in development. And then what does Activision do? They wait. They were in development for 2 years. 2 years. And then Activision decided to give them a cease and desist. So to be honest, even though all this is happening, we're not really surprised by all this as well. But you want to know what's really funny is that like why I could see Activision waited a little bit for this is because of how greedy they are. Just remember, Activision are greedy. Just them shutting down a mod like this that isn't actually going to hurt their game in any way possible. As a matter of fact, it will do well for their game. Is that the Modern Warfare Remastered was on sale recently. And if you know anything about the Call of Duty games on Steam, they are stupidly expensive. Like now that Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard, Activision, as much as they're still their own thing in a way, Microsoft need to step in. They really do. Because the prices on Steam when it comes to like the old Call of Duty games is ridiculous. But they were on sale. And obviously, the H2M Twitter page was saying, hey guys, it's on sale. You need this game in order to play. Go ahead and buy it. And look at the numbers that jumped up from like how many people were actually playing this game. And then I saw someone put this up as well, is that Call of Duty Remastered, at least in the EU, was actually in the top sellers. It was within the top sellers. It was in the top 10 of the most sold games on Steam. That's how well it was doing. So Activision were getting all this money. They were waiting for people to get this money. They were like, yes, people are buying it. Now we're going to go ahead and send the cease and desist. We just wanted our money for you guys, because even though there are going to be people who will go ahead and refund this game, there's going to be a lot of people who will go ahead and refund this game, and I hope you are one of them. If you did buy the remastered for this mod, please refund it. Please, because fuck Activision. They do not deserve your money whatsoever. But there's going to be a lot of people who won't, who will just keep this in their library, who probably don't know that it's even been shut down yet, who are still like waiting for it, still haven't heard anything or seen anything on Twitter. And to me, it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. But it's just like, I don't understand why Activision can't get in their brains that modding is good for a video game. Modding is one of the best things. It keeps games alive. All you have to do to see how much modding keeps the community alive is Bethesda. If it wasn't for the modding community of Bethesda, like, look at this is from the Nexus mod. This is the top 4 downloaded games on Nexus. Top 2 are fucking Skyrim, and then Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. If it wasn't for the modding community, these games would not be as popular as they are. Yes, they are still some of the greatest games ever to be released. I mean, Fallout 4, you can say, maybe, because, you know, a lot of people don't really like Fallout 4 compared to New Vegas and Fallout 3, but Skyrim is one of the greatest RPGs ever released. Even though they've, you know, with the amount of new releases that they've had over the game. Oh, we're releasing Skyrim on Switch, Skyrim this version, Skyrim that version. Still, when it came out, one of the greatest games to ever be released, hands down. But the reason why it's still alive to this day is because of the modding community. The reason why Fallout 4 is still played so much is because of the modding community. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3 is because of the modding community. And Bethesda lets it happen because they know that in the long term, it's actually going to help their games more than it is harm their games. You want another example? There was this mod that my mate sent me when we were talking about this over Group Messenger, was that there's this mod for classic Counter-Strike where they are modding CS2 to go back to CSGO. And the CS community has done this all the time. Apparently when CSGO first came out, someone modded the game to make it where it was the CS before that. I can't remember what Counter-Strike came up before CSGO. But whenever a new Counter-Strike first comes out, a lot of people don't like it and they want to play the old one just for, that's how it is because they got used to it. And that's what they're doing. And you know what Valve's doing? They're just going, go ahead. You guys want to play this mod, that's absolutely fine by us, because we know that it's just going to get more people to play our game, bring more attention to us, and then you guys will probably end up buying packs and skins and all that kind of stuff anyways. So if anything, this will help our game more than it will harm it. But I don't know how Activision can't get it through their small, teeny tiny, greedy little selfish brains that modding will help their games more than it ever will harm it. It doesn't make sense. But I would like to hear what you guys have to think about all this down below. That is going to be it for me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.